Okay, so the exercise I'm going to show you now is the Cossak Squat or the lateral lunge. You can call it multiple names, but those are the two it goes by in my name, in my books. So you want to pick a line and keep your toes on that line. So you go out nice and wide. And this one can be a tricky one to teach because it requires a certain level of mobility and single leg strength. But the mobility is the big one. You need adductor mobility, so your ability to go into abduction, and you need a fair bit of dorsiflexion as well. Now I teach it with toes facing forward, and that's because I think it'll give you more athletic transfer, so compared to when the toe's out. And if you're thinking about if somebody was running, right, they're running down the field playing footy or something like that, if they're going to step, they're going to still be toes forward and then step, okay? Rather than if they're running forward and their toes were out, because then all their force is headed that way still. So you want to be able to transfer all the force that way, and you're going to be running in this direction. So toes will be forward still. That's how I teach it. You may have other objectives or goals. I always look for essentially functional movement, but I like to think of functional as its ability to transfer into athletic performance, better than functional, as that's become more of a catchphrase for things that I would consider unfunctional a lot of the times. So out nice and wide and toes facing forward, everything's in line, nice straight posture, run through your bracing cues, and you're going to step out wide. And I still have that knee tracking sort of mid-toe, okay? It's a squat, so you want to still sit your hips back and then come back up forward. So a lot of guys you'll see struggle and they push their knee too far forward and they collapse too much. You should have a slight lean forward because it is a squat, but it should look like that. This back leg, if you're looking at it from side on, so if I was standing over there, it would look like a squat, okay? I've got plenty of mobility there, so I've got no problems. You can teach it, just, do your reps one side, then do the other side. You can alternate, and you can progress that further into some more dynamic movements, which I'll show you in more of an agility lecture.